Hello, Chapter 5 Tubers. Welcome back to Let's Play Shining Force 3. Scenario 1 with me, BlueAnkylo. So, welcome back. Starting a new chapter, and seeing as in the last episode we were able to steal Fial's key, we get a bonus little cutscene here, which is important for Scenario 2. I didn't really talk about it much because I didn't want to spoil it, but if you want something good to happen later on in the game, maybe you should try to do that too. Here you go, Zero. I'm going to entrust this key to you. You actually have a gamepad on? Good. Zero has acquired the ship key. I wonder what ship that's for. Thank you, sister. Now I should be able to rescue General Rogan. Now, this would make more sense if you'd already played through the game once, failed to rescue General Rogan, and then were redoing it with the good stuff, like with actually getting the optional objectives. How did we know who General Rogan is? Just trust that Zero probably knows who that is. Do you really have to go again? Since Lord Synbios has lost his father, he needs more support than ever. I understand that, my sister. It hurts me to see Lord Synbios in such pain, but the Median army needs you. I understand. Lord Synbios approves, and King Benetrim says your aiding the Median army may lead to a peaceful future with the Empire. That is your decision. Then you must hurry. I'm sure Prince Medion awaits you. Han, I must return this to you. Return? Something to me? Oh, come on, don't be so dense. You know what you let him borrow. The Elbasum Orb. You guys remember that? Go. You're returning the orb. With this, we should be able to destroy the dark barrier of the Bullzome High Priest. Once the Bullzome High Priest headed this way, I knew a clash with the Synbios army was inevitable. I intended to give this to you before that happened, but it wouldn't have really helped us save Conrad, unfortunately. The Elbasum Orb will be a great help to us. We appreciate you giving it to us very much. Returning it, it's ours. But you're giving this to us. Won't you need it when you join the Median army? Please don't worry. It served the Median army well, and now it should be returned to you. Don't worry, guys. You'll figure out what Zero did with all that stuff eventually. It's going to take a while, but they will fill in all the details, as long as you're not playing on an actual Saturn in 1999 or whatever it was, waiting for the Scenario 2 to be translated to English and released. Then you'll never know. Well then, I'll be taking off now. Please take care of Lord Synbios. He's gone. Zero. The others have many things to deal with. We are not the only ones with heavy burdens. That is certainly true, but I can't believe what happened to Lord Conrad. It must weigh on the mind of Lord Synbios. We must go, despite the difficulty, to look over in northern Aspinia. I'm surprised to hear Duke Palsis, who resigned his position in the Republic, now lives in such a remote place. I don't know much about Duke Palsis, but I've heard about Lookover. There's supposed to be a giant tower ruin there. We of Flagard have gone to Lookover many times to transfer messages between Lord Conrad and Duke Palsis. If the Bullzome sect is heading for Duke Palsis, we should be chasing them. But everyone is grieving Lord Conrad's death. What are we to do? Please give me a few more minutes. I know, Mascarin. I also need more time to say goodbye to Lord Conrad. Lord Conrad's last words. He told us to protect Palaces. You seem concerned, Sir Dantres. Grace, I can't lie to you. You're right. I'm worried that High Priest may get too far ahead of us. Even so, let's wait a little longer. Synbios knows the situation. He's probably organizing his thoughts. Just give him a minute. His dad died, you know? Rude. Alright, let's go, guys. Now, are you ready to proceed, Lord Synbios? Yeah, paid my respects. We're all good. Are we heading to look over? Why, yes, Masquerade. I appreciate your new outfit. Looks hot. To see Duke Palace... Or, sorry, Grace's voice. To see Duke Palaces? Well, that's Father's dying words. Something about Palaces, so... better go check it out. Let's go to look over and defeat Fial, the High Priest of Bullzone, to avenge Lord Conrad's death. Well, that would be fun as well. Alright, so we've got an interesting episode. We've got Flagard to explore. There's actually there's quite a few things to do here, so this will take a little while. And we're going to have a little discussion about weaponry soon. That's going to be exciting, but we'll save that till I get to the shops. It smells strange. The attitude to surpass your parents. Young people complain about being labeled lazy. To avoid being accused of laziness, you must work as hard as, if not harder, than your parents did. Which is impossible because when they were younger, they had to walk uphill against the snow both ways to school every day. That's simply impossible now, so you're never going to surpass your parents. We must let Lady Margaret of the Mallory territories know of Lord Conrad's death. She loved her father very much, and I'm sure she would want to say her goodbyes to him. So I believe that's our sister, Lady Margaret. Pretty sure that means she's our sister. Maybe sister-in-law or something, we'll see. Hey, 1,000 gold. That's the first gold shelf that's given us a reasonable amount of money. Like, useful amount, basically. Become a good cook in just 3 months. For rich young ladies who have never set foot in a kitchen, here are tips on how to prepare food in advance of marriage. Ooh, get to work, ladies. Get to work. Ah, here's the most important chest in this castle. I remember this much. Oh, look! The Phoenix Sword! So, this is a sword for Synbios, only equipable if you're promoted. So the Bastard Sword has an attack power of 50, right? That's, or combined with our weapon skill and our level and all that, it has an attack of 50 altogether. This is only 14 better, plus a whole bunch of elemental resistances, and the ability to summon the Phoenix. Yeah, it's pretty good. So, it's the best weapon we're gonna get for Synbios for a very long time. Now we can cast Phoenix. Let's see, status. We don't have Phoenix level 2. But Phoenix does more damage than Spark. I believe this counts as a summon, which works the same way, you guys remember Shining Force 2 with the sorcerers? With the, I forget the name of all this, but there was like Atlas and Neptune, all the gods, right? And they sort of shared the damage across the targets, so it'll have like a range of 1. Or a range of, you know, like it'll have the same kind of range as Spark level 1, I believe. But its 33 power will be split across however many enemies it hits. So if you want to do max damage, you target just 1, and then Spark will probably do better against a group. So that's how that's probably going to work. That does give us more reason to keep Synbios close to someone like Mascarin, because that will make his Phoenix and his Bolt better. Because I did look it up, his his efficiency with spark magic isn't as high as Mascarin's, and he's actually not particularly good with fire magic anyway. So that 33 base damage for Phoenix would be a lot better, because I believe it's fire magic, technically. If Mascarin had this spell, she would do a lot more damage with it. But that's fine. Also, one thing to notice, I believe you can see here the 24 spark damage. If we unequip, if we go back to the old weapon, the Bastard Sword does not have a magic boost to it based on your weapon skill. So we should have lost that magic damage a little bit. So yeah, we went from, what was it, 23 to 18? So we lost like 5 magic damage by having the wrong weapon equipped. So kind of gives you an idea of how that weapon, like, it's a hidden, I'm going to actually show this off later today. But each weapon has like a hidden, a sort of a proficiency with physical and magic damage. The Phoenix Sword, you know, you may assume is kind of magic related, but anyway, that's just how it's going to work. So Phoenix Sword, really good, suffice to say, for more reasons than are super obvious. And we're going to go with that. Hey, a potion. Sure, why not? And besides that, I guess I didn't really go about it, but you guys may have noticed fire, lightning, and wind resistance are now very, very high. That's pretty useful for your hero. And that's one of the reasons, in fact, the Phoenix Sword is like the main reason in this scenario 1 that there's no need to worry about rapiers or blade-type weapons for Synbios. The Phoenix Sword should be better than any rapier or blade we're going to get. Even if you tried to use that Venom Blade, or whatever it was called that we picked up earlier, the Phoenix Sword was going to be better, so... Anyway, it's like another little library. The 1,000-year kingdom predicted a god would descend to the earth and usher in a new world. One with a just government based on love, respect, and equality. This is the basis of Republican ideology. You're waiting for a god to appear every 1,000 years? And no, that sounds ridiculous. You guys make your own law. Becoming a good strategist. All challenges have a different strategy for the weak and the strong. Don't confuse the two or you will fail where you should have won. Not sure what that really means, but okay. Theory of equality and wealth. When leading stops and ruling starts, the ideology of equality vanishes. A country will be governed based on the class hierarchy. Well, it's pretty hard to do away with classes entirely, but you can certainly have a more fair class system than unfair if you want. To fool the enemy, start with allies. When a plan to reach a goal or objective is being formulated, avoid sharing too much information with those around you. Uh-oh. Better not tell you guys what my plans are. Palsis and Benetram's Pact. We will dedicate our lives to the Republic. If one is to die before the dream is realized, the other shall carry on the dream. Ah, so there's some sort of hidden agreement between the two of them. And it's only hidden if you don't check the books out. But apparently Benetram... Was it Benetram? I thought that was supposed to be Conrad. Right, so Palsis and Benetram. Benetram's still kicking somewhere in Aspia, but maybe the king and Palsis have some sort of hidden agreement. I thought it was supposed to be Conrad. Never mind, it's okay. Lord Conrad was interested in the ancient kingdom that existed on this continent and the reason for its demise. Lord Conrad ordered research be conducted on the topic. I would love to hear it. The ancient kingdom peaked 1,000 years ago. Life was difficult for humans during the Vandals' rule. Thought to be a myth, the Vandals did exist. This was the domain of Bullzone, ruled with fear and terror. Alright. How to spend your golden years alone. Aww. If you lose your spouse early in life, or when your kids leave home, find yourself a hobby or interest. Otherwise, you'll be bored when you retire. Like, Let's Playing? Is that a good hobby for old people? But, yeah, it's kind of interesting little tidbits they throw in there. I was gonna say something about one of those. Oh well, it'll come back to me. Can't believe Lord Conrad is gone. If he would have been completely healthy, he wouldn't have... Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. He was supposed to be sick. So maybe that's why Fial was able to finish him off. You are now this land's lord. Please don't go. Well, we've got to save the Republic, old man. There's evil afoot. Why did that not put me by the door? That just teleported me into this room. That's weird. That's got to be a bug. Surprised you weren't just murdered. Oh, well. Someone rope-tied this guy for no reason whilst killing the rest of the guards. I'm pretty sure I'm the new Lord of the Land already. Unless I've got some brother somewhere. Spoiler alert, I have a brother somewhere. But for now, we'll just roll with it. I'm the one with the army, though, so I'll be okay. I think there's another item in the castle here somewhere. I think... No, I got a potion. 1,000 gold. Let me just double check here, make sure I'm not missing anything important. I picked up potion, sword, 1,000 gold. Oh, there's a mithril on a table. Ugh. We'll talk about mithril soon enough, though. I'm so sorry. This is too tragic. Lord Conrad was loved by everyone. How could he have become a target? Because evil hates good guys. The cabinet is locked. Oh, come on. It's my castle. I should be able to open whatever I want. Let's just go back one more time here. I missed something. Gotta get all that large mithril. The good news is, we'll be able to do something with that mithril very soon. So they said the table with the scholars. This table? There we go. There you go. So just a random table, had some mithril on it. You know, if you want to do this without a walkthrough, you're gonna have to click on an awful lot of stuff to find all your items. But one thing about mithrils that I looked up, there are over 30 large mithrils in Scenario 1. I think somewhere around 32 or 33 I counted by the end of Scenario 1. So that's enough to give everyone in the force, I think, basically nearly 2 weapons, mithril weapons, for everyone in the force. And considering there's some characters like Synbios who don't really need mithril weapons because they get a phoenix sword, you really do have a lot of spare mithril. No, don't search the grass. I'll be fine. I'm a very sturdy character. I've got a grass. Also, the priest can revive me. You know, just lose my money when I die. No big deal. Well, I don't think the masked monks and Elbasim have a whole lot in common. But yes, we're going to start speeding through the text a little bit to save some time. Of course it has. Everyone loved him. It's mandated by law to grieve for your lord after he's been brutally struck down. A troublemaking kid? Who are you, kid? Until yesterday, I was a bad boy. From now on, I'll be good. Sorry, reviving only works on members of the Force. Kind of odd. It's a little bit awkward. Also, Mr. Priest Dude, thanks for the help finding the secret entrance into my house. I probably should have known about that because I live here and my entire... Well, not my entire force, but the main characters in our group all come from Flagard, so someone should have probably known about this shortcut. No one's poisoned or anything, right? Alright, so... still some more items to gather up in the town, now that the doors are unlocked. And the shops will be open, so that'll be exciting. Now, some of these houses we sort of explored before, but there's going to be people around, so we have to redo it. So this was the bar. I think we were able to get in here before, which means there probably isn't anything else to get. Yeah, we've already got the treasure, so I don't think there's anything else here. Unless it's something weird that I missed, but I think we're good on this one. I can check my guide again if I have to, but we'll try to do this blind for starters. Now, this building was probably locked. So this will be what? Oh, is this going to be the blacksmith? No, maybe... What do we got? Oh, this is a new store. So this is like the accessory store. That's fun. So now we can buy... We've seen Protect Bracers and Battle Bracers for sale before. We don't really need them anymore. But we can also buy circlets, which are, I think, only for females? Yeah. So it's a girl-only accessory. That's just a little bit better than a bracer. I don't think it has any other special effects. And we can buy the luck ring, which is okay, but, you know, we'll be getting stuff better than that pretty soon. We can buy that. Now, I think at this store, let me just double check real quick. I've got this bookmarked. There might be a haggle here. There is, actually. This one shares its haggle with the item store. So you can either do that, we can either try to get your haggle here, or we could do it at the, just the normal item store. So let's just see how long it takes to get. I think I usually, so far, it feels like I'm able to get the hassle-y haggle thing in, you know, 4 or 5 tries usually. We're probably up to like 4 or 5 already, so anytime now. There we go. So there's another white ring. And a white ring is pretty good. I'm not sure if I have enough money for it right now. But, in case you've forgotten, the white ring is the +10 defense ring. And I believe, I'm pretty sure that's the largest defense boosting accessory in the game. So if you really want someone to be able to take a hit, that's the kind of weapon you want to buy. So that's good. And it's not that expensive either. Aww. Woohoo! Small mithrils. Speaking of really good accessories, small mithrils are how you get most of the best accessories in the game. But it's difficult. There's a little bit of random chance. Oh, there's a lot of random chance, let's say. Don't give up, old lady. Don't jump in the well. You know, Synbios is here. We'll make things right. Alright, this will be, what? Weapon shop or blacksmith? Now, I'm not going to start buying these right away. The hunter knife is the upgrade to the steel knife, but we've already got the mithril dirk, which is better. We've got the phoenix sword, which is better than this. We don't really use those two. Although, technically, I'm pretty sure Eldar can use rapiers, right? But we're not going to worry about picking up a new one. The wings that give defense, I think, are better for the birdmen than rapiers that give agility. We've got the heavy lance. We've already bought that. Power spear, heavy halberd. We've already bought that. A new axe. I'm pretty sure the battle axe is new. But if you got the heat axe is going to be better. It's better than... Albright's got his tomahawk equipped right now. But the heat axe is definitely better than this one. The revenge mace is definitely better than the flail. The claw, well, we already know that we can buy a mithril claw for 8,800 gold or so. So if you're going to use Frank, this is kind of pointless. This is new, but cestus aren't very good. We've got Robin Arrow. We've already got one for Hayward. We've got a heavy coral. So if you wanted to use Justin, this would be an upgrade for him. Although there's a better upgrade you could probably do. And the wing. So I'm actually not going to buy anything here, because the upgrades that this shop sells, we've already got better anyway. And there's actually a pretty easy way to get better stuff in a second or two anyway. So, this one's new. The Talisman Rod. That's in the deal section here. Let me just double check my list. There's another haggle we can get here, which I'm going to try to do. Talisman Rod. Looking things up for a second. I think this is one we want to buy. I sort of made myself a list. I spent some time in between episodes, because there's a lot of weapons coming up. And I lost my list. Oh. I seriously had... This is embarrassing. Disappeared. Well, I guess I'll have to find that. Oh, well, I probably remember the key points. So, the Talisman Rod, let me just double check, is not... It is not a mithril weapon. One of the... I mean, you can sort of tell by the price there that it's not a mithril weapon, I guess. But it gives you... Yeah, okay. So, one of the things I've talked about before, and this one does work for that for sure, is, different weapons have different physical and magical sort of affinities for how much bonus damage they give. And I can demonstrate this in just a second. So, for your wizards, it's pretty useful to have multiple weapon types available. So, if I want to use Freeze on Mascarin, the Talisman Rod will provide that spell for her. Currently, the Bronze Rod has the anti-magic spell, whatever it's called, the silence type thing. But the Talisman Rod is better by default because... Let me see here. Status. So look at Mascarin's magic damage with, say, Blaze. 18, 20, 25. She's also a level 2 Rod wielder, if you want to know all the numbers. So if we switch her out, 18, 20, 25, remember those numbers for Blaze. We'll give her a different rod. This one, I just double-checked, has a higher magical affinity rating than the old one. Now we'll check her magic damage. And bingo, it's gone up by 1. Okay, it's not much, but it does make her magic better. And once she gets to weapon rank level 3, which will happen eventually, these will get another boost to their magic damage, because your weapon rank is tied to the weapon affinity and, you know, etc., etc. So anyway, that's certainly an upgrade. And we'll hold on to the anti-magic rod for now. I could sell it, but fine. Now, he does have a haggle, so let's see how long that takes. Might have a slightly longer episode today, just so I can finish this shopping experience today, because there's a couple things I want to still do. Come on. One more haggle, that's all I need. And I think it's something I want to buy, too, if I remember correctly. Here we go. So, a rune tomahawk. So, one of the things I was mentioning is, Obright, or, whatchamacallit, I should sell the power axe, actually. Obright and Horst are both really good with their primary weapons right now, but their tomahawks are a little bit weak. And the rune tomahawk is a mithril tomahawk, which means it's going to be awesome. So let me just make some space here, quick. We definitely don't need the power axe. And trust me, the rune tomahawk is way better than the power hatchet, so we might as well just sell that. It should be maybe not as powerful as the fire axe, but it won't be too much weaker. So there's your tomahawk, the rune tomahawk. Anything that costs around 7,000 gold or more is probably a mithril weapon. So, you know, 5 less damage than the fire axe, but I think we're talking like 10 damage more than the old tomahawk. So there you go. And we don't want to equip it right now, but it's good to have. Okay, we're still not planning on using Frank, so I'm going to save my money. I don't really have a ton of money to play with right now, especially considering what I'm about to do if I can find the blacksmith. But, should be okay. I think there might be an item in one of these barrels? I think. Maybe not. Maybe a different shop has... Finish exploring the town today, at least. Alright, so that was the accessory shop and the weapon shop. I don't know, I don't think there's any more barrels on the main map. Like, I don't think there's any more treasure on the town map. Everything else is going to be inside buildings we couldn't get in before, so I shouldn't have to explore out there too much. This place looks suspicious, although... Again, I might have been able to get into this room first time through, I forget. You have to forgive me while I do a little bit of double checking. But this place looks empty, and I am pretty sure we were able to get in there before. But I'm pretty sure this door would have been locked. Kind of sneaky little hidey house here. Okay, this will be the blacksmith. I'm gonna save it till the end of the episode because there's a bit of a discussion to do. I'm impressed that you found my smithy. As a reward, I'm glad to offer you a discount. Well, okay. Does he have anything special? Ah! Found the potion in the water. I had a feeling there was something hidden here. So, the way it works is you can spend large mithril or small mithril for a specific unit, and they will make a weapon for him. And, at this blacksmith, he actually only gives you, there's 3 mithril weapons per type. He can only make the first one. There's going to be another blacksmith later on that will give you randomly one of the 3 mithril weapons. Once I'm done exploring the town, I'll load up a web page, the guide, so you can see a little bit more officially how it works. Aww. Duke Palsis, who lives in Lookover, is a brilliant person. I wonder why he left Aspia. Well, he's probably researching something important, right? Nope. Nope. So I guess there's 2 entrances to this house. Kind of strange. Tallest building on the continent. Ooh. That's pretty cool. The Great Wall runs through there. Well, Palsis must be checking something out about the Great Wall then. You guys need to stop locking your cupboards. Hey, another large mithril. Yeah, we're still gathering those up. I wonder if this is... No, the headquarters is on the main town. It's like storage area. Okay, there's going to be something in here. You just know it. They wouldn't store all these boxes without putting something in one of them. Right? It'll probably be the last one I check. There we go, the last one every time. Ooh, a running pepper. Now that's something we're gonna have to discuss. So, a lot of the items we've gotten for permanent stat buffs have been, you know, stats that go up every level up anyway. HP, MP, attack, defense. You know, it's not a big deal because someone always, you know, your strengths and those abilities, like your HP and your defense and stuff, will go up over time. However, your movement will not, and the running pepper is a permanent +2 movement upgrade, which is good for anyone. So you could have a knight or a paladin with 9 movement, which is absolutely insane. Usually I give it to the slower characters that I want to keep up with the rest of the team. It's also really good on flyers, so they can speed around even further. It's also not bad for healers to keep them caught up with the group. Obright already comes with a movement of 6, kind of like how Barons did, which is kind of convenient in this game. Horst, yeah, so Horst and Obright both have 6 move, which is pretty good. So I would probably prioritize giving this to someone like Grace or Mascarin, maybe. If you really want to use, maybe Ratchet. I don't think I'm planning on keeping him, honestly, but if you want to use Ratchet, the running pimento's probably a really good idea for him. The mages generally don't have a huge problem keeping up, so it's not a big priority. Especially Obright with the tomahawks means he has a pretty good, like, he can move 6 and throw at long distance, so he's got a pretty good range already. Hayward, I mean, he's got a range 3 weapon, so it's pretty easy for him as well to hit. But Grace, you know, it's nice for her to be able to catch up and heal the right person. Still, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it just yet, so I'm not gonna spend it just yet. I'm not gonna hold on to it for too long, but I have to look through my character list and decide who I really want to give that to, because it's probably straight up the best stat boosting item in the game. Oh, so it just takes you to the end of what could have been the aqueduct. Alright, so we got the running memento, we got a large mithril. What else are we missing? Oh, this is probably the item store. Cool. I don't think I need to buy anything, but I might, in between episodes, buy some more healing drops if I'm running low. They're fairly cheap anyway, and it's nice to have some backups. But I think we're okay. Right, so we've talked to Hugh before, so we've probably explored most of the area. I'm sure Conrad would agree, yeah. Don't worry, I will work hard to continue as well. Haha! Aw, it just looks hot. I thought for sure we were gonna get something there. Tricked me! Alright, I think this was also locked. Yes, I am talking to every person. How did you know? Man, these guys. I am the best. I actually really like that little, I mean, I don't think it's tied to any variable or anything, but the idea is, yeah, I'm going around talking to everybody. Just like my dad woulda. That's great! Makes me feel a little bit better. Alright, well there's a treasure chest in here, so this is obviously an important room. Potion, well that's not too valuable, but maybe there's something else in here. I think I remember something in one of these boxes. I feel like it was easier to search areas in Shining Force 2 and 1 when there was no 3D camera. Just easier to position yourself. Because a lot of the times I'm clicking on these, I'm not even sure if I'm facing totally lined up properly. Huh. Well, I guess that's it for in here, maybe. So is that it? Have we explored the town? I don't know if we've been in this room. This is a pretty big town, and by the looks of it. I think we've been in here before? I forget which ones we could get into before, before this chapter started. Alright, well, you know what, guys? I'm actually going to have to put a little break here. A little bit of real life getting in the way. Next episode, I'm going to talk about mithril weapons and stuff. And we're going to have a little bit of fun going over some new weapons. But so this episode's already long enough anyway, so it'll be okay. So thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed. Next time, I've got some fun things to talk about. And we'll hopefully get to the next battle as well. So see you next time. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.